Hi guys, what's going on? It's me, your good friend, Tiganus Clarkus. Anyways, I just wanted to, hi, we're gonna do a better intro than this. Okay, what's going on everybody? Hi. So today, I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to do a, kind of like a thing where I talk about my ADHD hyperfixations because I can't think of anything else to come up with. So today, we're talking about the fact that I collect playing cards. That's right, I collect playing cards. This is not all of them. This is actually like 1/10 of what I have, but these are my favorite playing cards, and I just wanted to go through and show you guys the cool playing cards that I have. I don't know if this is gonna be a series. It might be. You'll see. I won't know until I actually do it. So we're just gonna show you my top 6 decks, like the ones that I like the most. Some of them aren't even that cool. Like this one, super basic. But we'll get into that. We're going to start with our Stargazer deck, the Stargazer Falling Star. This is part of a Stargazer series, and it's easily one of my favorite decks just because of like the fact that there's a theme across all of them. And look at the back of that. Look at the back of that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that sick? Isn't that cool? This is a double-sided card. Some of these have double-sided backs. This is one of them. So, anyways, these are the Jokers. And then we got ourselves just like the theme across what they have with like keeping a pattern inside the shapes. I don't know what you call it. The suits. The suits, that's what they're called. I collect playing cards and I don't know the names. Like the patterns inside of the suits is always super cool. It's the falling stars, obviously. And also it's purple. And that's my favorite color. So that gets a huge bonus. This is the ace. This is the face cards. Honestly, I just happen to think they're really cool. And I think in the future, I'll just do like short videos when I get new cards. And I guess if this gets a lot of views, then I'll do more of my cards that I have. It's just a really cool deck. I'll show some face cards. This is another ace. All of the aces have like this simple consistency across them. And then this is a white jack, and I'm going to get a red king. And you can look at those two. And those I think are also really cool. Just the pattern. Like they're not super complicated, but it's like they're simple and complicated enough that they actually look pretty cool. I happen to think these are pretty cool cards. Next up, we have my Piracy deck. Now these ones, my dad bought me recently. And like the inside of the box is really cool. So these ones are made by a company called Theory 11. Honestly, if you guys want really cool cards, buy them from Theory 11. They're a little bit more expensive than normal playing cards, but like the designs are consistently very cool. They have a lot of ones based off of movies. Those ones aren't personally my favorite, but they still they put a lot of work into these cards because obviously they have more money to do it. And just look at the back of it. Like this box is all gold embossed, and you'll see that when I show the playing cards. They're also gold embossed on every single card, which I just happen to think is a really nice, smooth feature that just adds a lot to the cards. I didn't even realize that these ones even have like silver embossment on parts of it. It's just really cool. Gosh, so cool. See, these are the Jokers. They're the same, but they're so cool. Oh, I love them so much. Yeah, these ones aren't even Jokers. These are just extra cards. I don't know why. This is the Ace of Diamonds. They have a lot more theme across the diamonds, and or all of the aces, sorry. So I'll get all of the aces out here. Just look at that beauty. Look at that symmetry and design. Oh, so well executed. So well executed. Theory 11 just outdoes themselves sometimes. And this is one of those decks where they've seriously outdone themselves. Like it's just so pretty to look at. And the fact that they're gold embossed just gives it so much of a better design. And I really like the cracks in the cards. I'll show you the rest when I show you like the normal ones. Like just the suits, like when it's like a 10. Like they have like the black ones have like silver embossed cracks in them. And then the red ones have the white cracks in them. And all of it is gold embossed. And it's not actual gold, but just the fact that it's reflective is just so cool. And this is some of the face cards. And I'll get another one out that's black. These are just some of the face cards. And they're so cool, so interesting. Like the King of Hearts, Queen of Diamonds, Jack of Clubs, just every single time. It's so unique of a design. And it's really cool, man. It's fun to look at. It's definitely fun to play games with, too. Just you wait. I have a special live stream coming up this winter that you guys are definitely gonna like. I hope. Anyways, one more look inside of the box. I can't show you everything, but there's like a whole design inside of the box, and this is just very cool. I'm not taking apart the box though, so sucks to suck. Next up, my High Victorian deck. Now, this was the deck that started it all. When I started collecting playing cards, this is one of the first ones that like initiated it, because just look at that right there. I love spirographs. Not entirely sure why. I just really like spirographs. But when we go inside, it's got more design here. You see 3011's logo there. And then I'll pull up the aces. This is the ace of clubs. All of them have this much detail. I'll bring the camera up close, or I'll bring the card up close, because just look at that detail. It's, oh, so beautiful every time. I just love it so much. And then we have a normal card. They have this like design, like the wave design inside of these cards that's just really pretty. And it's just, it adds like a nice feature to each card individually. And then these are the face cards. And I'll get a queen out. Where are the queen? There we go. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that detail. That just attention to like the small designs and like every single little thing. Like some of it, it relates to what an original, like a normal playing card looks like, but then just adds like a nice, it's just so cool. I don't know how to describe it. It's just beautiful to look at. I'm a huge fan of these cards. I apologize for the lighting, by the way. I couldn't really get good lighting because, you know, we're just doing the best we can with what we have available to us at the moment. Next up is my Jean-Michel Basquiat deck. Now, these cards are easily, like, the basic, like, them themselves is pretty simple, but this is in reference to a popular artist named Jean-Michel Basquiat, who did a lot of art around the same time as Andy Warhol, and he has kind of like an anti-capitalistic view on politics, and a lot of that shows up in his art. But I just really like the atmosphere his cards give off, and like just normal cards will have these random designs inside of them. Like not all of them do, but the ones that do are always just, it's like, it looks like, I don't know, like somebody drew on the cards, but because it was like printed onto the cards, like it's not going to be something that damages the cards, and it adds such a nice effect. This is the Joker, or the Jack, sorry, the Jack. I showed you the Jokers. And then this is the King of Clubs and the Queen of Clubs. Now, there is, I would like to say there's a theme, but there's not. There isn't. But the way they just every single card is so unique and so interesting. It's really cool to look at. And like even the box is just, like you can see inside of the box a little bit, and it's got designs inside of it that don't match what's outside of the box. And it's really cool. Very cool cards. And like they have that borderless design so that if you were to like splay the cards across the back like this, like you get like a nice like pattern of sorts, and it's just really cool. I'm a really big fan of these cards. Also, one of my biggest favorites, and again, doesn't have a lot of detail on all of them. However, the detail that is there is just executed so well. That's just really attractive to look at, you know? And then we have another bicycle. So the last three decks, these are all Theory 11. These three are all bicycle. So I showed you one bicycle deck already. I'm going to show you bicycle deck number 2. And these are my hidden cards. So this is also one of the early decks I got, and it's overall pretty basic. However, when you get to the Jokers, you start to see kind of like the skulls and stuff, and this is kind of like, this is my edgelord poking out a little bit. I try not to be, but then it happens anyway. And the back of the cards is just really cool. I'm a huge fan of these cards as well. They just, it looks so good. And then let me show you these face cards. these are the reason that I love the deck, is the theme of the face cards. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just the skulls are so cool. And like, it says occultum in the thing there on the queen. And they just have so much, like, I think it says occultum on every single card somewhere on them. I never noticed that before, actually. So we're learning things together. But I just think these cards are really cool. And look at how cool they are. These are my hidden playing cards. And nothing on the inside of the box, just white. But I happen to really like these cards because of the theme. And then we have ourselves my bicycle amplified cards. Now these ones are going to be the most basic. They have a very simple design on the back. And the thing that I really like about them is the fact that it's orange and navy blue. So this is supposed to be red and this is supposed to be black, but instead it's orange and navy blue. I really like that because it gives kind of like just a summer beach vibe to the deck that not a lot of the other cards can do. It's really nice to see cards that have just a consistently like comfortable theme, because I sometimes would want to have something that more of just like sits in the background but can fit into the vibe of what you're going for. And this is one of those decks that can actually do that. And I think it's the one that does it the best because it has that orange and blue, and then face cards are simple but have a theme that just resonates well with the cards. I'll try to get a different face card in there. I'll try to get a red one. Yeah, okay, I'm swapping the queen out again. So sorry about that. But yeah, it's just nice. Like if you wanted to sit down with your friends, or if you're having like a party and it was like beach themed or something, this would be the perfect deck for that. It's just really, it just fits. And I like the like Ben-Day dot fade out here on the side. And it's like just subtle but there. And then we have a double-sided card again. This is the only other one of the 6 that has a double-sided card besides the Stargazer deck. But I'm just a huge fan of these cards. And yeah, I apologize for the shorter video. I try to make them slightly longer just so I can get more views. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. These are my top 6 cards. I would probably say that this is my favorite deck by far, or this one. They're all very cool, but the number 1 deck is either High Victorian or Jean-Michel Basquiat. Yeah, maybe I'll do a video where I show my weirdest cards because I have some that are really freaking weird. But I just like, I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to kind of just like, I'll play with the algorithm and see what works. And if this works, maybe it does. I don't know. That's going to be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, see you in the next video. Adios.